I would say Mr. Englehart, Mr. Ramsey, the band directors here at the high school, and Mr. Krantz, the choir director, for sure. They have just made this entire music wing of the school such a safe, open area. You're always welcome in any of their rooms for any reason. They're always here. Doors are always open. Whether you want to talk, whether you want to go over music, whether you're looking for help with scholarships or auditions for anything, they're here to serve you, and they're just so passionate about everything that they do. It's really inspirational.
Honestly, all of the teachers in the Cedar Falls music program are just excellent. Mrs. Dro, Mr. Mackey, Mrs. Koltukian, Mrs. Englehart, they're all just, and obviously everybody up here, they just care so much about what they do, and they want to make people want to do music, that's what it's all about. It's kind of funny. I remember I did not like going to music class when I was in elementary school, but it was honestly band and Mr. Mackey that got me like excited about music. I was thinking, wow, this is really cool. I think I want to do something with this, and he just really was able to get kids to be passionate about music and particularly band.
When we tried out for band, we just went in, and then it was Mr. Mackey at Lincoln, North Cedar, and Hanson is the band director. Obviously, you don't really have to try out, but we had to try playing a couple different instruments, and I remember his face when I told him I wanted to play the tuba. I thought it was ironic and hilarious that I was this tiny little girl and I was going to play the biggest instrument, and just his jaw dropped and he was so excited. That's awesome, let's do it. Okay, here you go. We'll work really hard on this because this is going to be fun.
Yes.
It introduces us to a whole different group of people from a very young age. For example, the band program meets early mornings a couple times a week in 5th and 6th grade and brings all of the feeder schools from each of the junior highs together for one big band. So even from 5th and 6th grade, you're meeting other students that you'll go to school with in junior high and high school, and so that really expands your horizons from very early on.
I think so, yeah, because it's another responsibility too, because band is an option, and I think it really helps you, because you have like the director who conducts, you see him as a good example as a leader, and it kind of makes you want to be a good leader for your section.
And in addition to drum majors, there's other opportunities to be a leader, section leaders, but even in addition to that, seniors, like obviously sophomores look up to seniors, no matter if they're a leader or not. I remember doing that. I looked up to everybody and I respected everybody, and there's so many people that are great leaders.
I think within music in general, the opportunity to rise up and become a leader is very prevalent. Even within an ensemble, it doesn't have to just be a solo or a small group effort. In a choir of 82 people is what we have this year in our concert choir, I believe. Each individual person is responsible for their own part, but then, so they have to sort of step up to that role and know what they need to be doing. But then, in choir or band or orchestra, any of it, once you know what you're supposed to be working on, what you're supposed to be doing, you have to come together with the rest of the group. And so all of these different leaders and these different kids, these different people from other backgrounds are coming together and using their own talents, their own leadership abilities to create this family of voices or sounds or instruments, and it's just an amazing experience.
Yes, I remember looking up to our drum majors from a couple years ago, and even at this point I feel like I'm not as good as they were, but I'm sure that there are people who look up to us in the way that we used to look up to them.
I know that when I was a sophomore and I saw the drum majors, I thought I could never be that good of a leader, so I wasn't even thinking of trying out because I thought I don't have those skills. But Mallorie told me that I should, so sometimes like you don't see that you have the skills in you, so it was pretty cool.